Hello everybody, Zeff here with ZeffsTrading. Hope you guys are doing well today, July 11th, 2024. This will be our chart lesson for today of the ES Futures on the 2000 Tick Chart. Hope you guys are doing well. What a day, what a day, what a day it was. Very big sell-off for today, and it's to be expected with such big bullish green days after one another, so correction is needed. We touched the previous day's low here, bounced and got very close as the market closed. Overall, day closing on the red. And what's super interesting here is right here. As we broke previous day's high, it failed and went much, much lower to touch, bounce off previous day's low, and never actually went below it. So by technicality, this is an outside bar on the daily time frame. But the biggest thing is we got rejected off from breaking previous day's high. So tomorrow I suspect one of two things. One, we continue the sell-off, or two, turns into a trading range and goes sideways. I don't expect move higher, but with this market you never know. So probability 60-40 as always. Okay, that being said, let's jump into the chart review. Okay, market opens here at 6:30, and for this particular time period, with the pre-market selling off here in the earlier session after breaking the previous day's high, we came down, went sideways, made a measured move down to the lows here, went a little bit past it just by a few ticks, and really you start to understand that the day is bearish once you see this very tight bearish trend channel. That being said, the first trade comes in when you have this nice double bottom form here for context, a nice move up, and my favorite pattern, a double high probability setup. First entry, second entry long, first entry, second entry short, failure. Nice double high probability setup there, going with one tick above our signal bar here. And this is definitely an advanced trade, so I will be marking it with an aggressive arrow. But if you understand these are very powerful and they work most of the time. Okay, that being said, nice little pullback here, and I'm pretty sure, let's see if this is measured as well. Yep, nice two measured leg move there, as you can see, picture perfect example there. So that correction happens, it sells off, and the sell-off continues. For more short sellers to get into here, I don't really see anything that I would like to get into. You do have a first entry, second entry short, inside bar, outside bar taking out both ends, overall congested. Then you get another basically little double bottom here, gets the stops, goes higher, gets the stops, and sells off. So, you know some traders got hit with that. Anyways, as price is rejecting off the 21 EMA here, and again, another tight bearish channel, just one after another. And with days like this, you can trade signal bars, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. But that being said, one whole move down, first entry, second entry long, and then it makes a little bit of a higher low move here, goes back up to the top of the trend channel, and then sellers come back in, and a repeat pattern for the rest. I mean, pretty much how the rest of the day went for at least the majority of it, just like this, pullbacks, sell-offs, pullbacks. Okay, then once we get this nice leg down, pullback, you just get a first entry, but you do get a first entry, second entry long failure here. This isn't necessarily the best signal bar, but if you understood what was happening, I think this is a pretty decent high probability setup as the day has been completely bearish. You are shorting into a swing low, so you do have to be careful. If you enter with a limit order, let's see how much risk here. So yeah, put your limit order in. If you get filled, that's great. If not and you miss it, that's okay as well. Overall, a little bit aggressive, a little away from the EMA into a swing low, but context-wise, it's quite good. Okay, multiple red bars closing one after another, and what I meant by signal bars is anytime you see something like this right here, there's an argument to be made to just go short because that's how the day has been. So when you see something like that, bars that are bearish closing on their lows, argument to be made to just continue to sell short here. After a few hours after the market open, you basically kind of just get this major little, let me mark this here, little trading range across the board here. You can kind of see a two-legged move that's happening here. It tries to go higher and it sells off again. Overall, I mean, it's just a downward trading range making lower lows. And then it finally touches the bottom of our trend channel, makes its leg up, and you get a nice higher low here. I think this is risky, especially with a bearish day. You're really looking for lower highs, not higher lows. But this move up here signifies something, which is a move up, break, new extreme. And we'll see if this is a measured move as well. And it goes past it just a bit. And then you get a first entry, a second entry short. And this is where it caught my attention for today for my first trade of the day. This first entry, second entry short goes up, fails, and that's when I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's not bulls in here today. Maybe this thing will give me more confirmation, and it does. And so I see a first entry, second entry short, failure, gets rejected. Then I see first entry, second entry short, 1, 2, and 3, triple test. And that's where my first trade comes in, and I scalp for 2 points there. So overall, quality triple test with a first entry. Oops, let me mark this. First entry, second entry, short. Good signal bar. I entered with a limit order, made sure my stop was where it needed to go, and you can kind of also visually see just ABC. So 2 points there. I was thinking of going for 10 ticks, but overall the market seemed like it was only providing me 8 ticks on the day, and so that's what I went for. And then this thing continues to sell off here as we're just still within this big bearish trend channel in the khaki channel. It makes its way up. You get a nice measured move right here. As you can see, the orange line pulls back, another measured move, and you also have a little downtrend here as well with a break and new low. After this measured move is finished, you get a really nice clean example where you want to see it of a failed second entry long. First entry pulls back, second entry long, great signal bar. The only thing has negative for it is it going into the EMA. It pauses and then continues to sell off. Very high quality, failed second entry long, great where you want to see it, and context-wise as well after a nice measured move. Following the khaki channel down here, we have our move down, break, first entry, second entry short. Maybe if you had a better signal bar and it wasn't as congested, I would definitely say maybe someone got that depending on how the data loaded for you. In my particular case, it did not load well enough, nor it looks good either. After we get a break and new low here, we get a move up. Again, kind of this repeat pattern thing happening. Move up, break, new extreme, pauses, holds, goes sideways, and so forth. And yeah, so it just does the same thing here. And it kind of just makes this triple test, double top. I kind of see this only as a double top here, but overall very congested. And then again, you get another first entry, second entry long, and you go short on the bottom of that. Failure here. Tests it twice, rejection, at least back down to the previous day's low here seems reasonable. The previous swing is 4 ticks, but I definitely see that you can get more than 4 ticks here with this. And again, goes to the bottom, previous day's low, that zone there, very important. And comes itself back up. First entry, second entry short, sells off. Again, just kind of bounces here. Maybe you make an argument for this trade here, depending on how you saw it, how you want to read it. I'm seeing the swing top here, so you'd have, by the count, first entry, second entry long, and third entry. This is only, yeah, this is only 5 tick bar. I actually like this one, 1, 2, and 3. I mean, there's a triple test. You're basically trying to call a bottom, but with only a 5 tick stop, maybe you take that one. I think that's worth taking there. And if anything, you could actually take, now that I'm looking at it, this higher low here. Once you see this higher low, again, your stop is still going to be underneath here. Maybe it comes and touches it. Maybe you get in with a better limit order. Overall, though, you're basically finished here as you kind of are establishing a trading range as the swings are happening 1, 2, and 3. So overall, I think these are pretty good setups and a lot of reason to go long here. This higher low, just make sure you enter with a limit order because you don't want your stop to be too big, especially when you're counter trend trading on a 3-point stop. That would not be good. And then everything kind of unfolds in your favor once you see a first entry, second entry short failure. This is the one with this nice big bullish outside bar as you realize market will probably at least come back up to the midline of the trading range or the previous swing high somewhere around here, and it does. And that's where you get this first entry, second entry long. The only reason I mark this even aggressive, overall I actually think this is a pretty decent setup here. It's just not the best signal bar. Maybe your signal bar was better than mine, so be it. As it makes its way here, I'm kind of realizing as I come back from my break, there's on the 21 EMA, price is holding way above it and continuing to hold it. So something shifted here, nice triple test, major swings not breaking through previous day's low. And that's kind of when I realized, oh, this is probably actually this is actually a bullish trend still until I see something different. And so then I take this first entry, second entry long and just, keep it super simple. Just got out from fear. It was just moving slow, didn't really moving like how I wanted to. I was kind of getting fearful from the ticks moving up and down, up and down. I really wanted to see at least 4 ticks. And it missed it by a tick. So it was only actually moving within 3 ticks this whole time, basically. And I was just like, this isn't looking good. So I just get out for literally 1 tick. So we'll just say break even. And then it kind of continues off. And I realized I should have really established that, this nice big bullish move here, sideways. At least the move back up to the swing high seems reasonable. Just hold it and you can trail your stop and maybe move it to 6 ticks. So overall, mismanaged that trade, got out from fear. Happens, realize it, and correct the mistake. Following that, I then understand that this move has been done from the bullish trends up. This measured move goes a little higher, gets completely rejected here, and that's when I see a first entry, second entry long, failure, enter with a good limit order, nice big bearish signal bar closing on its low, and just go for 4 ticks here. I'm at the swing low here. Again, market moving slow. I adapted and got 4 ticks. And in this particular case, if I held it here, I wouldn't have actually gotten my 2 points. It never ticked 2, and it never ticked through it, which is super important. Comes back, tests, and then sells off. So 4 ticks was correct here. Again, reading the market, adapting is important. And then following that, I don't see too many else. I just see a couple other trades here before the market ends, and this is up to you if you'd like to trade it. In this trading range here, you have a move down, break, first entry, second entry, short, failure. And overall, there's enough room. Just again, these are for I would recommend only doing 6 to 4 ticks on these, especially at the end of the day, just because you got to be careful. And this actually one just goes higher. I think this is just pure luck of it going up and then selling off and getting your 2 points here. But in this case, I probably would have just gone for 4 to 6 ticks and trailed my stop and under the entry bar. That being said, this moving down here, we have from the counter from this most recent swing high, first entry, second entry long, higher low, and again 4 to 6 ticks depending on how I think I see it here. This one, unfortunately, I actually don't get 2 points because it needs to tick through depending on your limit order queue. So if you got lucky, that's fine. But overall, 6 to 4 ticks again, and it's still a trading range here. Then the market sells off, never gets back to the previous day's low, and comes back up a little bit to previous resistance. So that's pretty much how I saw the chart for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this chart review. A lot of good lessons in here for today. Go ahead and rewatch it if you need to, and I hope you guys' trading was well. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.